Leo, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and today we're going with your reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that energies could be inverted. This is completely general. Feel free to take or leave whatever you want. Yes, I know I took a minute with your reading, but I've been on vacation and I was so busy with work, so I'm trying to do my best. But, here I am. I got a new deck and everything, so we are, just for you, to impress you. Anyways, let's take a look. Let's see what the message for Leo in English says. Let's see if it's similar to the Spanish one. So right away we have the energy of Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, over and over. So what does it say here? First of all, it's telling me for those who are seeking pregnancy, or you're single and ready to mingle or so, just take it if it fits. If it doesn't fit, just let it go. That's simple, as simple as that. Some of you want to be a mom or a parent real bad, but it's telling me to reconsider, because the partner that you want a kid with, they're not gonna step up. They just want a offspring. They don't want a child. And when somebody wants an offspring and not a child, they do not step in to take care of that child. So those are two different desires, and I feel like whoever this person is, it sees it differently than you, and they don't understand the real commitment. And it's a call for at least be more prepared financially, if anything, if you have to do it on your own. But if not, if you don't feel like that's the choice you want to go for, and you still can make choices and whatnot, if you wanted to, whatever you want to phrase this as, it's telling you to just reconsider who you are having a kid with, or thinking of having a kid with. Now, I do see there is a breakthrough as well for some of you, and I'm gonna touch different topics, so please bear with me, because it's a general, so I touch different topics connected to whatever energies I'm picking up. So I'm picking up a different energy as well, somebody that is married and or in a relationship for a long term, and it seems like you are questioning if you are going to stay with this person, because some of you already have a kid, and having a kid with this person has given you the insight of who they really are, and the fact that you could see that they're not being the parent they're supposed to be with their own blood is making you question your life. And I feel like some of you are going to be heading towards ending the connection. I do see that it doesn't look very bad for you to move forward with that decision. I do feel like as long as you're financially stable, or make a correct plan and have a backup plan, everything looks fantastic, to be honest. Again, there's not really a broken home as long as two parents can co-parent, right? A broken home is people who are immature enough, that do not understand that the connection in the parent job is not the same. So you could be separated but be so good at co-parenting, and people who are not understanding that, they need to go back to school, because it's simple understanding. A home is not broken just because two parents are not together. A home is broken with the base, the foundation, which is the resolution, the peaceful resolution and health of kids are not considered. That's when a home is broken. As long as the two parents are in the same page when it comes to what it matters is the kid to be happy, the home is still established, and it's just a different way to see it. And you can have any opinion like that, but I'm gonna go with statistics and studies, because I always say this, people always complain about science and whatnot, but when you need surgery, you're not gonna go to a random to get surgery, right? You're gonna go to the medical specialist, because that's who has the knowledge. So if you are going to doctors for resolutions when it comes to intense medical emergencies, whenever you are hearing things coming from the same specialist that you can find in information, be the same energy, because you can't go to the hospital and say, yeah, I need this medical person to take care of me, and then whenever they tell you some sort of documentation, you're gonna deny it, because that's hypocrisy. Hypocrite. So let's establish that, okay? Moving from that, for whoever this was, oopsie daisy, but it's the truth. Moving to this, others of you others of you is showing me that yes, a kid is a blessing, but it's not going to fix no marriage. It's not going to fix a relationship, because kids are not band-aids. Kids are blessings, angels that you plan to have to give a good life and to love and care and protect. So if this is not something you consider, that's what you want, please reconsider. Now, moving from that topic, I'm not gonna go back. I do see as well that there is, for this is a different energy. If it's not for you, move on. It's a general reading, does not have your name. Don't have to take it to heart. Moving from it. For those who are single and none of this applies, it's telling me that you're going to meet someone very soon in the next 3 weeks. For most of you, not all of you, most of you. And they're still not in the same page as you when it comes to relationship, because they still have an entanglement with their ex. Most because it's a baby daddy or baby mama, but this has nothing to do with kids. This is everything to do with toxicity. They want to have their cake and eat yours too. And I wish you actually use your intuition, and whenever you see the red flags, it's so early in a connection to show you red flags like this. So they're telling you to reconsider and to break through from it and walk away. You're not missing out on anything. And if somebody needs to go back and forth to double check if they're on the same page with you or not, they're never going to be on the same page, and they just want to take from you to see if they really can accommodate to you or if you can accommodate to them. So at this point, it's hypocrisy again, and it's something that you should not be dealing with. So with this said, I do see a new energy coming forward after that situation. It's somebody that's practical, somebody that's very straightforward, somebody that tells you exactly what they want and what you want. And I feel like it's easier for you to work things out with this individual. It seems more like a teamwork kind of thing, like you both are going to work to make this happen. They do have similar desires in the intimacy as you, so that's something that you're gonna like as well, especially about the things that you did not feel comfortable talking to the other partners. So I feel like all of this, it could be a lot of information and it could be overwhelming, especially if it does sound something that it could have happened or is happening. So enlightenment is something that is little by little. Decisions is something that's little by little. Sometimes we need to understand the darkness so we can appreciate the light, so we can actually work towards the light, so we can actually cherish when we have the light. So it's not punishment. Sometimes it's just a part of the enlightenment, of the awakening that we need for us to actually succeed as people and understand what we deserve and what we do not, and for us to know what's right and what's wrong. And because even though that is easier said than done, because whenever you express situations that are this difficult, people that do not understand it, they're gonna always give you solutions that are not based on what you feel, your needs, and what's best for you. It's more about what's best for them, understanding that they have never been a day in your shoes, because people could have similar experiences, but we will never have the same exact situations, because for that we have to be the other person. So with this said, you need to be very careful who you share your ideas with, your personal situations with, your fears and whatnot, because not everybody is going to take it as trying to put themselves in your shoes. They're going to always give you the perspective they have based on them, and they often call it values. It's not values, it's personal opinion that they do not know how to remove from whenever we are talking about what is best, when you take a minute to put in somebody else's shoes as empathy. And I know that people say empathy is outdated. Anybody that feels like that always has bad karma, so I don't agree with that. But again, it's your personal life, right? If you think differently, that's fine. That's the beauty of freedom of speech, right? We all have our opinions and we don't have to be on the same page, but that's that. With the King of Wands, it's telling me that you're a natural leader. I do feel like there is possible energies of finding a new energy in the future. I do see you that you have so much potential, you have so much strength. I feel like you have so much kindness, and I feel like often you're misunderstood. People can call you overly like confident, but I don't feel that's it. This confidence sometimes that you could see is because you're so afraid that you push yourself to limits and you're so successful that it's like it's sometimes misunderstood. If people don't understand that you have been in fear sometimes, that you have been doing things sometimes like not knowing if it's gonna work. But the thing is, like, you're such a natural leader.